Good morning, it's Lee Cassidy from Tactile Technology, and I'd like to tell you a little about a series of events that we're going to start running from April onwards. The first one's going to be the 21st of April for the afternoon. We're going to start at 1 o'clock and run through to about 5 p.m. and we're going to cover lots of different areas. But just to give you a picture of why we've decided to do this. I don't know about yourself, but we've had a year of really doing very little other than working from home and very little time to actually see other people and things. But also looking at the world as it's changed now to us all, I don't feel that comfortable about going to very large events with large numbers of people around as well in the future. But I really do want to still learn about technologies and information that be useful for me and my business. And I'm sure you're all the same. Also, some of the online events I've been to recently have not been that interesting. They've been more like sales pitches, and they have been talking about particular areas of technology, and they're not giving the kind of education and technology that I'm interested in. So all we wanted to do is put together something that would be, what we wanted to see, what we wanted to be involved in, and what we want to attend. So we looked around at what people are really talking about at the moment, and one thing that came out was a PwC research survey that was done recently, and they spoke to a large number of CEOs in the UK and asked them really what's driving their activity at the moment. 77% said that their businesses were planning to increase in investment in the digital transformation of their business. And many of them also said it actually found it critical to their business surviving through the last year and moving towards these more web-based platforms for interacting with customers. We also looked at other areas, and one of them was around cybersecurity. And 91% of people that were surveyed said that they saw cybersecurity as a real threat to their business. And we see day in, day out more of these attacks that affect people. Some of the key ones being the one through SolarWinds that was carried out some time ago, that's affected many thousands of organizations. But also, one of the other areas that we're seeing as a real issue from a CEO's perspective is that 73% worried about, I do apologise, I should have silenced my phone before I kicked off. It's all the pleasure of live video feeds, isn't it? But 73% of UK CEOs are really worried about the actual skills that they can get, the key skills to come in and work on that digital transformation projects they want to run. So there are key areas there, things like container-based knowledge, so Kubernetes and other orchestrator types. So there is a lot of things that people are really interested in learning more about and finding ways to get around this skill shortage and also ensure that they're secure as well. So what we're going to kick off with is a 4-hour session on the 21st of April that's going to be focused around digital transformation. So we're going to have some keynote speeches from some key people in the industry, but also some of the vendors that we work with. They're going to talk about the area that their customers are actually getting benefit from, and also key things you need to think about. We're also going to have some breakout sessions throughout the afternoon that talk in different spaces. So looking at your current applications and how they could be moved into a digital transformation strategy. Looking at some of the key infrastructure you may have, things like how do you protect and give very high performance to your databases that you're utilizing for the back end of your digital transformation project. Also, how do we protect the data that's there going forward? How do we look at using cloud native technologies to achieve this as well? Because there seems to be a big drive towards cloud native, so utilizing the public cloud infrastructure rather than building everything on site. But sometimes having something local in a data center gives you a bit more control over performance and also cost, depending what the actual technology is. So we're going to cover a lot of those areas, and what we're going to do is promote each one of the keynote speakers and also the speakers for the sessions as we run up to the 21st. So you'll hear a lot about all the people that are going to be on there. It's people like Paul Haddo, We've got Ross Cooper Smith and also Chris Wales from the Tintree side. And we've got a number of other speakers like Eric Jan Fransen from Diamanti that'll be getting involved. We're going to then follow up with a follow-up session a month later, around about the similar time, but in May. And that one will be focused around cloud native development. So looking at how you can actually take that digital transformation journey further by working at, how your DevOps is going to work, how you can actually ensure it's secure as part of that process. And we'll also be talking about things like compliance and risk management as well through each of the sessions as well, to help organizations consider things like PCI and other constraints that they have, based on their particular business and any particular organizational requirements. So, some key areas we're talking about. And a lot of people at the moment, especially on compliance, are doing things in a manual way. So what they'll do is get an auditor in to have a look at their current infrastructure and their current process, and then find where the issues lie and then fix it. Then a year later, they do the same thing, and usually they've actually dipped from their compliance during that time. So they're always trying to catch up again. And what we'll do is work to provide some ways that you can actually ensure that your business stays compliant permanently. And there's some really simple approaches that you can do to that. So really important, messages from the sessions, some really good speakers. So come along and join us on the 21st of April. It's going to be hosted on the Hopin platform. So you can actually use the Hopin mobile application, or you can join through a web interface. And you can also use the event as a networking activity as well. So there'll be an opportunity to network with all of the attendees, whether that's speakers or the actual other attendees during the session. And we're setting it up in such a way as it'll actually pair you up with people of a similar ilk, so you can actually then find more contacts and get a bit, get to know other people who are in the similar position to yourself as well. So we're going to try and make it as interactive as possible. Lots of comments, lots of input, and also building out some panel discussions as well through the sessions. So please join us on the 21st, and hopefully it'll be the first of many really good events that you can join us at and learn something, and also help your business go forward with your digital transformation projects as you move forward. Thanks a lot. Bye.